Hey guys, I was just asking if my head is straight. It was my hat that's crooked. But welcome to the live. Big day today. A lot of stuff going on. My sister's brother's uncle's aunt gave birth to a moose of a child. It has horns and everything. But I'll celebrate that privately. We have a lot of things to talk about. President Trump is I just watched the whole thing on live TV. Incredible, incredible moves. I mean, I could start from the beginning. He made that move in Alaska, and the Democrats were knocking his brains in. He set it up. That was a set-up meeting with Putin. I think he won the meeting. I think it was good, very well done. He's very, very smart. I got to give him that. And now he had this meeting today with 7 leaders of different countries in Europe, and Zelensky and himself. This guy's making moves that are just unbelievable. And they're still knocking him. Some people in the newspaper. My son pointed out to me that Hillary Clinton is actually talking good about him now. She says if he pulls this off, I would vote for him for a 3rd term as presidency, something like that. I mean, what he's doing is incredible. And if I agree with her, Hillary, if he pulls this off, he's going to go down in history as one of the greatest presidents of all time. He just stopped 5 or 6 wars, and now this one. It's not done yet, but if it gets done, there's no question that he's doing amazing, amazing things. So I wanted to give him that plug just in case he's listening and he wants to give me a pardon or something. He's not going to give me no pardon.
You're also going to talk about that in more detail in a video tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this in detail tomorrow.
This week. We'll just say this week.
This week. Yeah, I can't say tomorrow. This week.
Okay. What'd you do on the weekend? Did you have an exciting weekend or did you sleep?
I slept a lot. I was going to go out with Roberta. We were supposed to go out, and we were supposed to go to dinner at 5, 6 o'clock and then hang out, go to a couple bars. But they called me up. Something happened with his family, and he was going to come and pick me up at 8:30, 9 o'clock. And Lily heard the phone call and made a face. Like, if you go out 8:30, 9 o'clock, you're not coming home till 1, 2 in the morning. And I told him, I said, listen, bro, I'm exhausted. I can't, I wanted to go to dinner. Maybe we came home at 9, 10 o'clock. But if we're just going out at 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'm not going to be home until 1, 2 in the morning. I'm going to be burnt out. So I'll take a pass. And then he told me, he says, I'll give you a call Tuesday or Wednesday and see if you're free and we could go out and hoovering it up a little bit. I asked him, what do you mean by hoovering it up? So we're going to go out drinking and having a little fun. I got to get out of the house. I've been in the house working like a dog for days and days and days.
It's always so nice to go out. Going on.
What?
It's always good to go out.
Yeah, you got to go out once in a while.
I will start with some of our questions that came in from our thing. Kenneth Sponberg asks, Sammy, you said before that you believe Frank Collado was a made guy with the Chicago outfit. However, he said Anthony Spilotro, a soldier, made him in Vegas. Michael Franzese therefore says he doesn't believe Collado's claim to be a made guy because only the boss, not a soldier like Spilotro, can make someone. Why do you disagree?
I disagree because I made 10 guys. John wasn't there with the day his son was made, and it's really not right for the father to make a son. So I headed the ceremony. I'm not the boss. I wasn't the boss. I was the underboss, and I made all 10 guys. If you get permission from the boss to make somebody, it is possible to be done. And I believe that Frank Collado was a made guy. I've heard that from a lot of guys from Detroit. I had an appointment to do an interview with him a long time ago. We never really hooked up, but I had a couple of conversations with him. He seemed like a real good guy, and I believe he was a made guy. Matter of fact, I'm almost sure.
Another question from Kenneth. He says, Sammy, why was Sonny Red Indelicato killed?
Sonny Red and Sonny Black, and these guys were killed. They brought in an undercover agent into the family, and they just made bad moves. They got killed for it.
Okay. Before I go on to the next couple of questions, can you give a quick shout out to Jared S.? He is a loyal listener and is always tuning in for you.
Hey, guy.
Jared.
All right, Jared.
And then if we could all just say a prayer to Ed. Ed is actually going to have surgery this Wednesday. He has an issue with his heart. So
he's got a heart condition, and I know about it. And I said a prayer already, but I want to everybody say a prayer for Ed. He's going for heart surgery. It's a pretty tough one. And Ed, if you're listening, get a good insurance policy. Put me on the policy just in case, bro. Why ruin the whole day? So, Ed, you know I'm joking. I wish you all the luck in the world. I pray for you, bro. I'm going for heart surgery myself soon. I'm not sure the date. They didn't give me a date. I need a little fixing up. So.
Yeah, just sending prayers to you, Ed. Okay, back into the chats. There is a question from Real Coach 2023. He says, how come you say the Plaza Suite never reopened? It did. I know that because I work there. I ask respectfully.
Yeah, well, respectfully, it closed down as the Plaza Suite. It never reopened, I don't think, as the Plaza Suite. Big Louis Valerio took it over with my blessings, and I believe he opened up a strip club out of it. So when you were working there, if it was a strip club, it was open, yes, but not as the Plaza Suite. We were never able to get our license back, and as far as I know, we never opened up.
I also have Frank Caputo wants to know, what is your favorite restaurant on Mulberry Street? Mine was Angelo's.
Angelo's was great. I mean, you picked one of the best ones. Angelo's was presidents and people who came to visit Mulberry Street went to Angelo's to eat. That's how good the food was, the reputation. I went there a few times myself. The food was great. Incredible place. You're right, bro. It's one of the best places down Mulberry Street. It was. I don't know anymore.
Redman has a question for you. Sammy, I think I found a picture of the Louise that you used to date. If that's truly her, I now see why Jimmy Brown had such a hard time with her rejecting him. I would have been pretty sad as well. I can only imagine what she looked like when she was younger. We need more Louise stories.
Do you have a picture?
Yep.
That he's looking at? Let me see if it's her.
Oh.
That's her. That's her today. That's her today. She's 70.
Kind of.
I don't want to say her age. She's going to kill me, but 74. And she's still beautiful. And you're right. She was gorgeous. And
You guys got it?
yeah, she was gorgeous, and she's still. That's a recent picture of her, by the way. That's her brother Danny. I was friends with the family, and you're right, bro. When she was young and Jimmy Brown wanted to hook up, and she told him take a walk, he probably wanted to kill himself. So
No, she's
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, she was beautiful. She still is beautiful.
No, that's what I just said. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she really is.
Okay. Tammy sent in a question, wants to know, do you remember having any type of association with her dad, Jack Corwin? She says, my name is Tammy Corwin Hensley. I just wanted to know.
The name don't ring a bell. If he has a nickname, did they call him by some sort of a nickname? And what did he do? Where did he come from? What did he do? Stuff like that. But the name don't ring a bell.
Okay. I've got quite a few questions from Mr. E. I'll ask you a couple of them. The first question is, what piece of work did Paul Castellano put in to become a made member?
I really don't know if he did work. I'm not sure. He got made way, way before I was made. I don't know. I know when Carlo Gambino was having trouble and they wanted to kill him, Paul was already a captain. I think they're brother-in-laws or cousins or something like that. And Paul spoke for him, actually saved Carlo Gambino. So he was made way, way back, probably in the early 1900s.
Another question he asked was, why did the name of the Gambino family not change into Castellano's family name and later into Gotti's? So why didn't they change it as the progression of bosses?
Really, you don't want that. You don't want to do that. And I'm sure Paul was smart enough not to want to do that. Why would you want to take the heat? Now everybody's calling it the Castellano family. If you get in trouble, how do you get out of that? So it's better that it's leave the name. He's the boss of the Gambino family. And rather than changing the name. Changing the name is an ego thing. I'm amazed that John didn't try it, but Paul had no interest. I never heard him saying anything about changing the name. John had mentioned it once. It could be the Gotti name. And a couple of guys, not just me, but a couple of guys told him, bro, you're going to bring that, it's more heat on yourself personally. If the name of the crime family was the Gravano family, how could I say I got nothing to do with it, or it's not my family, I'm stuck with it. And there's thousands of people saying it. So you're better off leaving the name. You don't need bragging rights.
Okay, I'm going to pass it over to Sterling to ask some Instagram and TikTok questions, but Fizzle Bizzle, absolutely not. I see your comment. And Amy Duncan, hey, sweetheart.
Question
What was
from...
all that sweetheart shit about? All right.
Nice words around here.
You flirting with my girls?
Rachel would like to know, was Mob Wives completely real or was it scripted?
Well, all them shows are slightly scripted, but with my daughter and a few of the people there, they didn't get along. Part of it was scripted, but most of it was real.
Another question from TikTok from AAC Mastro. Did Big Paul really have some teenagers kidnapped and brought to his house because the kids flipped him and his wife off in traffic?
Yes, that's true. I knew about that. Yes, he had he got their plate or something. I think he gave it to Tommy Bellotti. They looked it up. They brought the kids to the house. That's the kind of guy he was. They were scared to death when they walked in that house. And he told the kids, you know who I am now? And they were terrified. Yes. And he said, you never know. You see an old man in a car, you're flipping him off, you're doing things or saying things. You never know who you're talking to. Now, let this be a lesson. I'm not going to hurt you, but go back out. He was teaching them a lesson. Now, if this would have been Carmine Persico and the Colombo family, we would have busted their asses. But that's the difference between the Colombo family and the Gambino family. They were more relaxed. They weren't into violence. Even my Tato, when he was teaching me, he said, Sammy, we could always use violence, but use violence as a last resort. So the difference in the families. Colombo's under Carmine Persico, beat this guy up, shoot this guy, do this, do that. Under the Gambino family, they could have done those things, but they would, as a last resort, they didn't want to do a lot of those things.
I have a couple TikTokers asking you, spamming the chat, if you ever knew Meyer Lansky.
No, I never knew Meyer Lansky. I knew of him, but he was way before me. I didn't know him personally. I never met him.
And then Triple M would like to know the brand of your glasses.
The brand of my glasses is Cheapos Incorporated. I think they're regular Cheapos. I don't know. I went to an eye doctor. He gave them. I don't know if there's a brand name to it. I really don't know. Huh?
They're Cartier.
Oh, they're Cartier? All right, they're Cartier. Yeah, I got a few of them. And one of them I know, the darker ones are Cartier. These are Cartier too? Yeah, they're Cartier.
Billy says, should the American hustle dollar be limitless?
The American dollar hustle be limitless? Mm-hmm. It sounds good. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it means.
Harris says, Sammy, I know you can now be a great actor in a gangster movie like Joe Pesci.
You want me to be an actor? Mm-hmm. I know I did do acting, I'll tell you the truth, in a movie, The Salvatore. We did The Salvatore. I was producing it. I was writing it. I wound up in the movie. I was doing the movie as well. I didn't do bad, people said, but, we're our own worst critics. I saw myself, and I wasn't crazy about it, but...
It's very well done, though. Everybody can find it on YouTube and Patreon. It's completely free.
Yeah, The Salvatore. You could see it. You could see me acting.
Mirabelle would like to know, do you have a favorite soprano?
I think everybody loved Tony Soprano, so I'm going to go with Tony. Tony was great.
And I have a question from Yanks. Did you ever have any dealings with the Patriarca crime family?
Not many, no.
Benji from TikTok. How did you meet Nicky Scarfo?
I met him during the war in Philadelphia. I was given a contract to take out Johnny Keys, and I met him in that war. He was on one side, and there was Johnny Keys on the other side. The commission was against Johnny Keys, and I was given the contract by the commission and by Paul Castellano to go and kill Johnny Keys. I worked on it for quite a while, but I succeeded. I killed him. Nicky Scarfo became the boss, and we became very close friends.
Nash on TikTok just sent you a bunch of roses, like 25 of them, and he has a question. What was the scariest situation you thought of, or that it is? Thanks, Sammy.
The scariest situation I ever thought of? Mm-hmm. There was two of them. Both times that I got shot was pretty scary. I was with my friend Joe Vitale. We were driving and we got into a beef. I got shot in the back of the head. On the side of the head, it just grazed my bone. And I was bleeding. I thought I was going to go. And another time I got shot in the chest. It was a different time. And I didn't have time to get scared. I had a gun. I shot back. He shot. I was wiggling around on the floor. I fell down. When I got hit in the chest, I fell over. And he was trying to hit me. I was wiggling around on the floor, and I pulled out a gun, and I shot back, and he took off. So both times were pretty scary, I guess.
Dano from TikTok, was John Gotti the real boss, or were you the one actually calling all the shots?
No, he was the real boss. But, while Frankie DeChico was alive, me and Frankie DeChico were the power behind the throne, calling shots. But we respected him as the boss. I think when Frankie DeChico died, he just changed and went into orbit. I couldn't change him back. So no, I wasn't the real boss. But I was very important to him. I was a captain. I became the consigliere of the family, then the underboss of the family. And then the whole thing blew up.
Troy would like to know your thoughts on Springfield, Massachusetts, and the mob that they had there. Anything about Al Bruno and Stubby?
I don't know too much about them. I know they were tough guys, good guys. It was a good family out in Massachusetts. But I didn't have many dealings with them at all. When I say many, I probably didn't even have any. I should say none.
I'm jumping into the super chats right now. Provost 7777 says, "Hi, Sammy. Did you know Italian Dom Cefalù? He was allegedly a junk mover and was made in 1990 by John Gotti. He is the official Gambino boss today."
I might have known him. I know he's not the official boss. I think he was in a committee for a while. He might have been the acting boss for a little bit. I think I know who it is now. But no, he's not. He's not the boss. I don't even think he's part of the commission anymore. He was a greaseball, one of the zips. Yeah, I think I know who he is.
El Frago in the super chat, he gave a couple of them. Kick up to you, and then he says, "Salut Zusami. Who was the guy with the hat dancing in the Salvatore? Grazie."
The guy dancing with the hat in the Salvatore? I don't remember that part. Was that me dancing with a hat? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't remember that part.
Janet Morecraft says, "Was anyone hit wrongly or misidentified?"
You mean in the hit? It probably happened. It's not hard to happen where you're going to hit the wrong guy because you're working on him. You get to know who he is. You know exactly who he is. It's hard to make a mistake and hit a wrong person. So I don't know of any, but anything is possible. Now, if you get hit by accident, you know, you're hitting one guy and a bullet hit somebody else. If you're talking about that, it's happened, yes. Not much, because we shoot up close. We're not like the gangs. We shoot from a car. We shoot women, kids, just to shoot some guy. We get out of the car and we shoot you right in the fucking head. So it's hard to make a mistake. You know.
Soul let's see, Ascensi. Oh my, I'm not gonna. Just Soul. Soul in the super chat wants to know, "Hey Sammy, are you ever going to react to the Gotti movies, the '90s HBO and the Travolta version?"
Yes, I am. I'm going to react to it. I'm going to do one of those shows that I do and talk about the Gotti movie.